Okay, Adam went to go to the store. The SUV was giving him problems. Came home and look at this. This is like foam. I guess she's having a stuffed animal. And yeah, it's like they're nesting in his SUV. Whatever it is nesting in his SUV. And yeah. You know, he had something happen before and they ate the wire, chewed through the wire. $800 worth. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Never seen anything like this.
I've never seen anything like that either. It's inside the motor.
Yeah, right here.
Where?
Same spot. But I don't see any wires chewed or anything, but it could have been chewed inside. And I thought it was always winter time because it's too cold. I was expecting summertime.
Yeah.
For something to get in here.
Yeah. This is, I gotta admit, very, very weird.
Very weird.
Yeah. Whoop. Very, very strange.
Never seen anything like that. Where did they find all of these phones?
I don't know. What?
We don't have any phone in the backyard.
Front yard, backyard, nothing. So they're just coming, getting it from somewhere.
Yeah, but like I say, I don't see any chew or cut wires.
That's
so
good.
Maybe it was just
whatever that weird is. I like to be out here because the other day I started to say this, didn't I? We walked out. I walked out the door and he was walking behind me. Right there on the threshold was a snake. And at first I didn't recognize it. It was like the same color as the bricks. And good camouflage. And I was thinking it was a rattlesnake but there was no sound. Maybe I was just too shocked to hear the sound. But it was really thin, really long.
Yeah, but
like I said, the last time something got in there, it was $800 worth of wiring they chewed through. And it got into the inside, and I had some shoes in there. It was Skechers, and it had eaten them up, the sides of them. Not eating the whole shoe, but just chewed on them. Weird. Okay, I took Adam to the store. Because of that, it was his SUV. Man, that's the second time. I think it's a squirrel. Because I saw the squirrel comes out every once in a while, and it will just kind of like stare at us. You know, whether I'm by myself or he's by himself, whatever, it comes out and it just stares. And it did that just a couple of days ago. I said maybe 4 days ago. And I think that's it. I think it's nesting in his SUV. And his is a Ford. It's wide open. Mine is not. Mine is a small. It's all compact. The engine, and it can't get. Nothing has ever gotten inside my SUV. I mean, I'm talking inside right where I'm sitting, nor in the engine. So, yeah. And I say this knowing that I can say it, and all of a sudden. But he's not going to get it fixed, because I told him, I said I wouldn't get it fixed until we figure out what's going on. Because the first time, like I said, $800 worth of wiring. And that was just earlier this year, right? And, you know, so now again, and for what? He drives it a few times and they get back in there. And I told him maybe put it in the garage, you know, but If it's something that's nesting, it can get in the garage, you know, and get in his engine. So I don't know. You know, this is not something we've ever. This is something we've never. No, let me say that right. We have never experienced anything like this ever in all of our years of driving. You know, to combined over 100, I guess. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what to think about all that. There's a gas thing coming through here. Oh boy, but I was not wanting to go out. I had fallen asleep, had to wake up to take my Lasix and the potassium. You know, the water pill and the potassium with it. Potassium always is so big, such a big pill, and I even cut it in half. It scratches my throat. Ugh. Every time. They were giving me one that were waxed. Waxed. That sounded so funny. But for some reason they stopped. I have to contact them again and say, look, hey, don't be giving me these pills that are going to scratch my throat. I do not look forward at all to taking them at all. And you have to drink so much water with them. Okay. But I better lock this door just in case. And he's taking his time in there for some reason. But I didn't want to wake up for that. I had fallen asleep before then. And me, if I get some sleep, I'm so happy, you know. And the alarm went off, and I went, oh crap, you know. It took me a while just to sit there going, okay, you gotta get up. You gotta get up. Go take that medicine. Because if I don't, I mean, my legs are swollen right now again. And with edema, oh, this time it's bad again. And I don't know what it is. So, just one thing after another. Adam was saying, we just gotta see, you know, when this with the car and all that, or the SUV, because, you know, and I was saying something, but he said, we just gotta realize this is getting old. We're just getting older. I mean, I have actually said to him, what were we thinking, that we were gonna live forever? That were we gonna be young forever? You know? I mean, seriously, it catches up with you all of a sudden, you know. Because, like, I always looked younger than my age. I mean, way younger than my age. Like, when I was 48 and I was in a class, and they were all surprised. They all thought I was the maximum 32. I said, I am 48. It kind of annoyed me, honestly. And that was when I was 48. And then, but when I turned 59, all of a sudden that just went away. I'm 62, I still don't recognize the person in the mirror. Seriously. It's just such a drastic change. Or drastic or dramatic? Which one? But, I mean, it's just unbelievable. And I do not really recognize myself. I'm trying to get used to who this person is. But anyway, there's Adam. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. I'll talk to you on another video. Bye. Okay, he decided he was going to stand out there and smoke a cigarette. That's what he was going when he found out he was going to get a cigarette, to buy some cigarettes. And when his SUV started making noise, he said he come home, scared me, honestly, because it usually takes him a lot longer, you know. And I was falling back to sleep. And next thing I know, he's opening the door where I'm asleep. And I'm like, whoa. You know, it's interesting. Things don't, you know, I don't get as scared. I probably shouldn't say that one either. Or something really scary happened. But I really don't. I don't get scared by stuff. I'm so mild. So very, very mild these days. So, you know, nothing like, I mean, he's done the thing of I'm in the kitchen and all of a sudden he touches, you know, pats my back or something. I said, woo, you know, but that's it. Even when that snake, I didn't get, But I've never really been all that dramatic like the people, I've had in my life. Oh my goodness. The people, since I was born into it, seeing people who are so histrionic, man, so dramatic. Oh, a little bitty thing, just, it's so huge. You're so big. Such a big problem. Paper cut. Oh, my. I'm just not like that. I'm just so mild-mannered. So mild all around. And, we all have our flaws. I don't know what this guy is doing next to me. Well, I know one thing, he's spraying his SUV down. What's smelling up in there? And who are you spraying it down for? Yeah. Oh boy, suspicious minds. Yeah, but I have videos I want to do. I've been thinking about a lot lately, about how some people, including me, I'm not a perfect being at all. And I've been doing videos about people who are saying they're Christians, but they're using. Okay, I shouldn't even say this, but well, in a way, it's discernment. Okay, they are using it. It's obvious to me to make money. They are e-beggars. They are swindlers. They are con artists. They're master manipulators. They get online and they say, oh, they're a Christian. They have to open up their Bibles every once in a while and act like they're reading them. And, we all make some mistakes. I do. But they do this to make money. And sometimes it's so, like Machiavellian. They just all around, it's so plotted, planned. They have it all down pat of what they need to do to get their audience to give them more money. And to play on the audience's heartstrings, basically. Now, we know we shouldn't say somebody's, judge somebody's spirituality, or, if they're Christian. Okay, now the guy's crying. Anyway, we know we're not supposed to say, basically, damn somebody. We're not supposed to do. But at the same time, you have to do, this is what I'm wanting to do videos on. You have to dig deeper than that. What about whenever they're hurting or harming? Boy, I connected those together. Harming. When the people in the community. Got to dig deep in that. Read all that. What does it say? What should a Christian do when there's somebody who's a swindler, who's a master manipulator, getting money from their audience like that? And it doesn't, of course, say audience. There was not the internet back then, but people in the community. There's that. Oh, it scared me. Oh my God, what was I just saying? It's hilarious. What was I just saying? And you know what? Adam got me. Let's see, I can laugh it off. I don't feel it in my heart. I worry about that, honestly. That is just such a good timing. Oh my goodness. Okay, I stopped. Rolled down the window and told Adam. We were both laughing. Because you heard me, honestly. I mean, it was an honest reaction. I told you I shouldn't say anything. But, oh goodness, what a night. I am really curious about what this guy's doing. It's none of my business, though. But he keeps staring and looking over at me, and I'm looking over at him. He is acting pretty strange. Maybe he smoked something or drank something, and he doesn't want his wife to smell it or something like that. And so he's just sitting there after spraying down the whole SUV, on the inside. But anyway, okay, here's Adam. Now, this time I'm going to wrap it up.